So, in this Beyond the Basics video, we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the tips and tricks that you can use in PBWorks to organize your wiki and to make it work a little bit better for you. First thing you want to do is I want to show you how to organize some of the things that you've got. And to organize things, you're going to come over here to Pages and Files. This is something that you really need to think about. If you have a wiki and it starts to grow and kids are adding pages and you're adding pages, you really need to think about the organization of the site. And the way to do that, the organization piece, is to use folders. So to create a folder, all you do is click on New, create a folder. And whenever you create a folder, you could create one for each period, you could create one for each topic, you can create one for each unit that you do. I do encourage you to create folders before your students get moving, so that whenever they create pages, they can just put them right into the folders. Alright, but again, to create a folder, real simple. I've got it created. If I have pages that I want to move into that folder, all I do is select the pages I want to move, click Move, click the period I wanted it to go in, or whichever folder, and hit Move. Now it takes them out of here and puts them into this Pages folder, this Period 1 folder. I also want to show you in here that you can upload files, and you can sort them in folders too. So if I click on Upload Files, I can come on here and I can upload files, whether it's a PDF, whether it's an image file, whether it's a music file you want them to have access to for a project. This is kind of a neat way to upload some things so that the students can use them within the wiki. Alright, I've just uploaded it. It's right here, digital.jpg. You can also create folders for files. So if I want to create a folder for uploads, I could simply create a folder just like that, and then just like we did before, I can take this file that I upload and I can move it right into the uploads file folder. So those are just some ideas that you can use to organize your wiki, and I do encourage you to organize it before you get started with everything else. Alright, something else I want to show you is, I'm going to come back to the wiki here. I'll show you this sidebar. Down here on the right side, you've got a sidebar, and this is really a cool place to support some navigation. So I'm going to click on Edit the Sidebar. Brings up this space right here. I'm going to delete whatever is in here. I'm going to start adding some links to my other pages. What this does is it allows your students to have a quick and easy access point to each of the pages that you have. One thing that I do like is that the pages that you've created come up here on the side. So if I want to put a clickable link to the front page, I can do that, hit return. I can do every page like that. You can also put links to images and files. So if I want to put this as a link, I'm sorry, not as a link, as an actual picture, you could load them in there. But then again, if you want to link to a new page, so if I want to take them to, let's say one of the things I have my kids utilize is Glogster, I can put a Glogster link right in here, and it'll put it in the sidebar. So now whenever I hit save, and I come back to my wiki space, any page that I go to is going to have the sidebar right next to it, so that if I click on it, I can easily navigate. So I definitely encourage you to use that sidebar. It's a good, quick way to set up some navigation for you and your students. Another thing I want to show you is the revision history. Every page that you create has this little link on it, Page History. When I click on Page History, it tells me exactly what versions I have saved of this page. So far, I've only just begun. I've only got 3 versions of this page. This was the original, this is the first edit I made, and then this is the current revision, which is what it's saved as right now. If I've been working on this for a long time, you would see dozens and dozens of these. And for each of these revisions, you can just click on the link and it will take you to what it looked like before. And it will tell you exactly what was what it was done to this page. You can view this current version, or you can revert to this version right here that you've just clicked on, or you can come back to page history. It's a really neat way to track not only what changes have been made, but who has made the changes. So whenever your students have accounts, their names will be coming up right here to tell you exactly who edited what. So it's a great way to go back and change something, if you have a student that totally messes something up, it's very easy to go back to the last saved version right here in this page history. Another cool little trick is down here they've added this PDF version. So if I click on PDF version, what it will do is it will create a PDF of this page that you can use to save. You can export it out, you can email it out, but it's a really nice way to have a hard copy. And it's really easy to do. Just click on that PDF version at the bottom. Another thing I just want to make sure to show you how to do and make sure you're aware it's here is they've added this check for plagiarism link. If you have students that are uploading things, documents, and items to their wiki that you want to check and make sure that it is original work, click on this button, click on the front page, you load it in there. It will kind of give you a summary of what they think about some of the text that's involved. And then you can click on here and go from there. So I think that's a really neat little addition. Now I can't tell you how accurate that is. I haven't used that one too much, but I thought that was a cool thing to show you. Alright, last but not least, I want to show you how to embed files. If you use these wikis as a digital portfolio, or you want your students to come and post their projects to your wiki, knowing how to embed is a really good tip. To embed a file, first you have to have a file that you want to embed. A lot of the tools in my book and on this site have embeddable features. I've just opened up this page here. This is Glogster. It's got an embed code right next to it in my dashboard. Anytime you see an embed code, you can select and copy it. Sometimes they have a copy button. I click on copy. And when you get into your wiki, whenever you're in edit mode, you're going to click on this insert. You're going to go to HTML. It'll bring this box up, and then all you do is right click and paste inside the box. And then you hit next. In your editing screen, it's going to come up as this green box. Hit insert plugin. That's how it's going to look. But when I actually save my page, you'll actually see that the embedding will go through and it should pop up for you. This is something I did with my daughter, learning the letter A. So learning how to embed is definitely a good big piece of it if you're going to do that with your students. It allows you to put it right into the wiki. Alright, so that's a lot of information, but those are some tips and tricks, some things that kind of go beyond the basics, and let me know if you need help.